Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Togens Fly Shop, Maui Jim Sunglasses, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
Good day, folks. Today on the bench we're going to tie up an ugly little dry fly. This is what I call the blonde bomber. This little fly right here, well, it's not little, it's a size 12. I go in 14s and 12s. It's made entirely with a snowshoe rabbit foot. It has natural buoyancy, will float, so this is a fly that I'll run in some real rough water. Got a nice little profile and it'll skitter along, and it's been a good one. So that fly is made entirely with that material, just with a rabbit. Now, what's happened just recently, I've had the folks at Semperfly have sent me some products, and lo and behold, they've got, here's what I can make with what they've sent me. It's a dry fly polyarn. This is mottled beige and orange, and it floats. I can't believe it. So we're going to go change my little ugly little fly out here to make it look a little prettier, and then I'm going to take that out to the water this summer and see which one works the best, because I know the little blonde bomber sure heck does. So the rest of my materials, I'm going to be using dry fly. This is size 12 Togens dry fly hook. Of course, you're going to the rabbit foot. That's a cream gray. I'm going to use a little UV, light UV flash for a wing, overwing on it, and then Semperfly classic wax 18-aught fluorescent orange thread. I'll just go in there and start thread base here. And we'll, so all the under fur, when I'm cutting that guard hairs out from the bottom of the foot, you'll see that here. We'll trim that down close, and that'll come off to be the guard hairs. That's what I want for the tail. There's no way to make this look pretty. It's just going to come off the way it is. It's pretty disorganized looking bug, but it does float. You know, you get a, I'm not saying this is neat of a dry fly is really anything out there like a paradon or whatever, but it does have the buoyancy, and I thought I'd give it a try one time, and man, I'll tell you, this has been a great little surprise. I know there's so many other good patterns with the rabbit foot. So then I'll come off the front here. We're going to tie in our wing. Pull that bottom out. If there's anything that looks really out of place, fine. Now I'm going to put the wing, just basically the front, more of a compared style, I guess we'd call that. Cut these butts off at an angle, and then I would put some wax on there, and I would dub my body with the underfur that I've just pulled out, blend that all up, and that floats too. So that gives us the real buggy fly, and that works. I mean, it's just so buggy they can't say no. I guess it's been a pleasant little surprise. But we're going to go in here now, and I'll just put in a little bit of this mottled beige and orange polyarn. Just catch it. Have a little hackle pliers here, and now we can just, you see the orange peeking through that. All colors, all kinds of colors of this. It's really nice. At Semperfly come out with some really cool items, and I can't wait to try a lot of this new stuff out. We got to get it on the water, get it tested. We can speculate all we want, but it's the fish that are the final judge of what we got coming at them. So I'll just bring in a little bit of this UV flash. That was the first UV flash I ever seen. Somebody down on a show gave me that. He said, start putting that in some of your flies and see what happens. Boy, I'll tell you, that was quite a little add-on. A little bit of UV, they really see it. And I'll just kind of push that down over the side a little bit, just so they can see it. And then we just simply come up, stand our wing up a little bit. Come in here with our whip finish. Tie that off. A little cement on our thread if you like. But they'll see that UV from the bottom. The wing is nothing pretty, but it'll skitter and it'll stay on top. That rabbit is good stuff. And I really like, I've got a slimmer profile with a Semperfli poly yarn than I do with my original. But we'll see. We'll see when we get in, these fish are moving, we'll just see which one works best. This one here didn't use any UV wing either. It's just a rough dressed, like there's a fly, you couldn't give that away. But I'll tell you, a fish will eat that and I'm fine with that. I don't fish it with them when I'm in company. They don't want you don't look like much of a fly terror when you show them that one. But anyway, folks, here it is, my little blonde bomber, and hope it works well for you. Go get yourself a snowshoe hair, some light thread. I like colored thread on that because it kind of bleeds through my underfur, and wrap them up with that. And if you get an opportunity, get yourself some Semperfli products. They've got even some dry fly dubbings. We're going to get to those too here in a bit, so we'll check out some other old patterns. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you again real soon on Sport Fishing on the Fly.